Welcome to the newest installment of the Untitled Film Nerd Project. My name is Philip, and joining me as always is TJ.
Hello.
And for this episode, we watched Terrifier. Before we get into it, spoiler warning now. If you want to avoid spoilers, skip ahead to the time code you see on the screen. So this bad boy was a spin-off of All Hallows Eve. Before we get any farther, let's go ahead and do the cast and crew rundown.
All right. Well, first we have director Damien Leone, which the only thing he's ever done is All Hallows Eve and Frankenstein versus the Mummy.
Oh, okay.
And then we move on to the cast. We have Jenna Cannell. She was Tara.
Okay.
She was the first girl that we followed, story-wise.
Okay. Yeah.
She was from Bye Bye Man.
Really?
She was the psychic friend.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, I see it now. Yep.
And then we have her friend, the blonde girl, Catherine Corcoran.
Okay.
She was Dawn. Then moving on, we also have her sister, Tara's sister, Samantha Scafetti.
Good enough.
Yes.
Also, boo! Boo! Go ahead.
Yeah, she's just... Pretty much everyone is just... The only thing they've done is just random TV things.
Right, I assume that, yeah.
We have Katie McGuire. She was the woman that was hosting the talk show at the beginning.
Okay.
And she was in All Hallows Eve.
Was she?
She was the babysitter that...
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, we have a tie-in then, okay.
Yeah,
Other than
just
art.
actor tie-in, not completely different character.
Oh, well, that's... Okay, all right. Okay, fine.
And then Art the Clown was played by someone different this time.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Which kudos to them, because it looked exactly.
Yeah, I thought it was the same dude.
Art the Clown.
Wow.
But his name was David Howard Thornton.
Okay.
And the only thing of interest that I've seen that he was in is that he was in a fan-made Nightwing film where he played the Joker.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And then the only other person is we have a Puya Maseni, and she was the crazy lady.
Okay. All right.
And that's pretty much all that are worth mentioning.
Okay. Yeah. And initial thoughts, it wasn't bad.
No.
It had its problems, though.
Yes.
It definitely had its problems, but it wasn't horrible. I think had I not seen All Hallows Eve, which I'm saying this, but then I'm going to totally contradict myself in about a minute, I might not have stuck with it. Because... beginning was kind of this was if I didn't know what this was based off of, this would have been one of those where I would have texted you or messaged you like, TJ, can we do something else?
Are you referring to the interview?
The pointless interview? Yeah.
Yes.
The absolutely meaningless, pointless opening scene. But then again, here's the contradiction. I don't remember All Hallows Eve at all. I remember Art the Clown. But vaguely. I don't remember the plot. I don't remember how it ended. I don't remember... I assume that this is picking up where that one left off. Or with that lady.
No.
No? Okay, so she's just another random victim of his then?
Yeah, All Hallows Eve, it was, anthology. And there was just an overlying story that we'd see parts of throughout All Hallows Eve.
Right.
And that's Art the Clown. It was just another... murder rampage, and I don't think this was connected to that in that sense. It was kind of like Siren.
Yeah, I got that as well.
Okay.
Like this was very much like how Siren was to VHS. So I got that the character was getting their own spin-off, so to speak. But I just wasn't sure if it was like any kind of correlation to All Hallows Eve other than being Art the Clown.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the beginning makes even less sense.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was maybe like a victim from All Hallows Eve that I didn't remember being on a talk show or whatever. All right. It makes the opening even more. Why? I don't understand why. I don't understand why the opening was the way it was. Why did she kill him or kill her? I'm sorry. Why did she kill the host lady? Like why? I mean, unless she overheard what she was saying about her. Okay, but at the same time, but. And she's all like, ha, 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 after she did it. Like she was crazy. Okay, if you have no tether to All Hallows Eve, then your entire character development is non-existent for me.
Well, not that, but I mean, I also don't see how she even did it. I mean, she barely had an eye.
Yeah, whatever that. Oh my god, don't even start it on that. This is gonna sound like I didn't like it. I did. Mm-hmm. It's just the glaring problems it had were very blindingly glaring. Yeah, they were blindingly glaring.
Agreed.
Art the Clown made this fucking movie.
Mm-hmm.
Much respect to the actor. Art the Clown was fantastic.
Yes.
Amazing casting. He did a fucking phenomenal job. To be able to emote and express yourself without words or sound, great job.
Well, and like, I keep on finding it, if it does it a misjustice to refer to him as a clown when I think he was more of a mime.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, he just had like the big shoes and the clown, outfit and whatnot.
I do love that his color palette is colorless, black and white,
which makes what happens in the movie, like when it got to the end, I'm like, it looks really cool to contrast what he looks like now to the very beginning. So yeah, I noticed that as well. The acting for the most part was not bad.
No.
But the bad acting was bad.
Yes.
The older sister was fucking horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. This movie kind of lost me in the third act. They picked the wrong final girl. Because at first I did appreciate the final girl fake out. Because I thought that Tara was going to be final girl. And she would have made a much better final girl.
Agreed.
Then, when we get to the notes part, I have so much stuff where just the sister was irritating me. Stupid decisions and bad acting and just... And then any of the other bad acting was just minor parts.
Yeah.
So it didn't bug me as much. I didn't think the pest control guy was necessarily a fantastic actor. But in comparison to the older sister, they were all fantastic. She was... Don't end the climax of your movie on the shittiest actor you have. Because that's dumb. I mean...
I think it would have done better to have swapped the sisters.
Oh, easily. Yes. Because you have Tara. Yeah, The Bye-Bye Man was a stupid fucking movie. But she at least played her part well. I mean, the acting wasn't horrible, other than the girl in that one, too. She was horrible.
Yeah.
The actress who played Tara, she was fine in Bye-Bye Man. She was more than fine here. She did a good job. Even her, blonde drunk friend did fine.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree with that. They should have swapped the sisters and had Tara be the final girl. Because she was much more believable as a badass that could fight back, and she could act. So that was the biggest crutch to me, was the casting of the older sister, the way they did. It really took me out of the movie. But then Art would bring me back in, because Art was fucking awesome. So
yeah, the biggest problem that I had was the cliche of stab killer once and drop weapon.
Oh yeah,
and run away.
In my notes, when we get to my notes, I'm going to call it bad things and tropes. It's in there. It's in there more than once. Yes.
Like,
oh my god,
I could have done a counter.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's right. It's in my notes at least 3 or 4 times at least. Yeah. Where I would write, stab him again, hit him again.
Yes.
Every time.
His skull in.
Yes. Which I guess, I don't know if at the end it's, I guess, a moot point.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But still, if he has a caved-in skull, it would have been a lot harder.
Maybe. Because apparently he has magical powers to control lights and phones. Like, what the fuck was that about?
I'm going to go with it's a shitty budget for the coroner's office.
No. I mean, what was the point of that moment, though?
I guess it was just showing that he is supernatural in some way.
That's what I was wondering. I had a few things in my notes where I was like, this is annoying me if he's supposed to be grounded in reality.
Yeah.
But if he's supernatural, okay. I like the stuff I forgive in like a Friday the 13th movie or a Halloween movie, I can forgive here. But if he's supposed to be grounded in reality, which is what I assumed,
I think that's what we were led to believe up until that point.
That's what. Okay. Then I will accept that. Other than that, it was like, what you opened and closed your movie on fucking random fucking scenes. Like, what was the point of this scenes? So let's get to some breakdowns. What was your favorite scene?
You go first.
I think. Okay, no, I know. But these are going to overlap. These moments are going to overlap. My favorite scene is when he was searching for the older sister, but he was like dressed as the woman,
Oh, where he cut off her tits and was wearing them?
And is wearing her hair, her tits, her vagina.
Yes.
But it does like his like pantomiming as a woman.
Uh-huh.
He's like flipping his hair back and just like being very feminine. I liked it because it wasn't expected.
No.
And it had that really like Leatherface / Sleepaway Camp vibe to it.
Yeah, I mean, that was fucked up.
It was, again, that was just well done by the actor.
Yes.
Like, it was just to take your character from this like menacing, evil, maniacal, like mime clown to this cross-dressing sort of, literally like cross-dressing with another one's body parts. I got a kick out of it, and it was my favorite scene. I thought it was well done.
I had several. Like, a lot of the kills were fantastic.
Yes.
Personally, like, one of the parts that I liked a lot was at the coroner's office when he unzips the bag, and he's just... Art the Clown is just staring at him with that look.
Yes.
And that's a fantastic look.
Yeah, it is.
Another thing that not so much part, but something that I very much appreciated was very good job on the severed head. Yes. Because that was damn good prosthetics.
All the special effects were on point. Like, I mean, like the practical effects. I mean, they were on point. Like every single one was good. Which leads us into, nice segue, holy shit moment. Okay, I'm assuming it's going to be the same, but every time I say that, it's not. My holy shit moment was when he sawed the chick in half.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That was, at the same time, wow, and amazing. Like, there was a scene that this movie redeemed itself, because I was not really feeling it.
I was totally expecting just to see nothing but just the overhead shot.
Yes. Oh, they showed almost everything.
Yeah.
Like him starting like in her like vagina area and just going down. Wow.
And then to me, a second holy shit moment was your favorite moment, the cutting woman's tits off and wearing them.
I'm laughing like ha 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 ha. That's so funny. It was oh my god, it was so well done. It was just the practical effects and the use of gore and prosthetics and stuff. Whoever that team is, phenomenal job.
And that's what I remember from All Hallows Eve. Just as well. On special effects versus budget.
I wonder if they use the same team then.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Alright, let's go to mediocre moment.
Pretty much kind of already established the constant cliche of stabbing killer and running away.
Yeah, I agree with that. I thought I had one.
I mean, there's a couple others, but that's the most glaring mediocre thing for me.
For me, my mediocre moment, because we're so used to horror movies that it's just like, it's a thing you become numb to. Like, okay, fine, it's just so stupid. Keep stabbing him, keep hitting him, keep attacking. You have them down. Just don't cut them once with a scalpel. Attack them. But for me, my mediocre moment was a very specific scene. Towards the beginning, when the cook assistant at the pizza joint got his fingers cut off, he's like, ah! And then stops screaming or showing any emotion at all to look up at Art the Clown, who then kills him. If you get your fingers cut off,
you're still going to be screaming.
You're going to be fucking in shock. You're going to be screaming your ass off. He was just like, ah! I hated that scene. It was the weakest scene. Even shitty acting by the older sister actress.
It reminded me of, like, he went back and watched a lot of bad 80s horror movies for moments where people got their hands cut off.
I mean, that's the vibe I got in the entire movie.
Learn to act from that.
But no, it was glaringly bad. Because for as bad as the older sister was, this guy to me had the weakest scene of the entire movie, just, well, encapsulated in this one scene, because there were some really fucking weak scenes later. But it just stuck with me as a mediocre moment. I didn't like it. I thought it was bad acting, bad reaction, good effects with the fingers being cut off, but I won't even buy, he was shocked. No, he wasn't. He was just like, look up at Clown like forlornly. Oh, I'm going to get killed now. It bugs me. It really bugs me. It was, in my opinion, the weakest scene of the movie. So that was my mediocre moment. LOL moment.
For me, it was when they were at the diner.
Okay.
And he sits down and he's just staring at her. And then just out of nowhere, he just suddenly changes his entire demeanor and is just has that shit-eating grin and just smiling at her.
Okay, right on. That made you laugh out loud?
Yeah, actually did.
That's awesome. Nice. Right on. One I already kind of said, so I'll say two then. One was when he first came up the steps. Mm-hmm. So like when he came up the stairs wearing her boobs and vagina and hair and all that. That made me laugh out loud. When he initially walked up the stairs. The rest of it was my favorite scene. But just when he first came up the stairs, all like whipping his hair back and being like, it was so well done. Another LOL moment was after he hit the older sister with the truck. He's sitting in the truck just kind of like getting down to the music.
Oh, God. It's acid jazz.
It made me crack up laughing. Just little things he would do like that, but there was more than one. It was just his reactions to things were really funny. And since it was no noise, it was silent, it was all pantomime. It was really well done. So those are my two LOL moments. There are more, but those two stuck with me. And that is pretty much our breakdown. So anything else you'd like to talk about?
No, again, kudos to the actor of Art the Clown.
Definitely, yes. I'm really shocked that it's not the same dude.
Yeah.
I thought for sure that it was. I wonder why they didn't bring that guy back.
I don't know.
All right, well, you want to go to my notes then?
Sure.
All right, Philip's notes. I didn't really like the makeup jobs they did on the people who survived attacks.
No.
It's like, stop sending them to the bad hospital with the bad plastic surgeons.
Yes.
Like, that's not what they would do to their face.
Well, that, and also I was thinking, it's like, okay, I get what you're going with there, but she would have constant drool and constant discharge coming from her nose.
I don't get what they're going for there. Like, I don't really, like, why, especially when older sister at the end got wheeled out and turned around to face the camera. She looked just like the lady in the beginning.
That's what it was. She was the woman from the beginning.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I missed that. Thank you.
Yeah, the entire interview was the massacre that she was talking
that went
about.
over my head completely. Thank you. Okay. That makes much more sense now. Still shitty makeup job. It just looked like they were trying to go for Mask back in the 80s, but didn't want to commit. And that just the one weird eye, and it just looked really fake.
I will agree.
And a movie that had such good effects up until then. Well, even in the beginning, because it opened up with that, and I thought in the beginning it looked bad.
Yeah.
Clever of them to use the static on the TV to hide her face initially. I liked that. Thought that was cool. Did say to myself that maybe I should have watched the original movie first, or what it came from, because once you said Babysitter, I remember that now, that weren't they watching videos? Yeah, I remember that. I didn't really think that Pizza Guy would have let that clown stay there.
No.
He would have gotten kicked out immediately.
Yeah.
That didn't really sit well with me.
Yeah, as soon as, you're not ordering and you're just staring at my only customers.
Right. Very creepily. I gotta give Art the Clown credit for this scene. It's a scene you referenced as being your LOL moment when he was in the pizzeria place. When Tara's friend went over to do the selfie and she was picking on him, going like, hello, and he did not blink once. And I'm pretty sure, I'm almost positive that when she snapped his hat on his face, he didn't blink. So, awesome job of being so into your character. Like, his hat was like pulled back and then let go, and it like slingshot into his face.
No, he did do an initial, he finally did react after the hat had fallen off. Yeah, it was more of a...
Well, he looked at her.
Yeah.
So, amazing job again. The guy that played Art the Clown, just amazing job. Good job. I did like, before the older sister started acting, I liked the job of casting, because I thought I could buy Tara and the older sister as being sisters.
Yes.
They did a really good job. I hate when they cast people as siblings and they don't have any kind of distinguishable traits where they look alike. Which I know not everyone looks alike from the family. I get that. But in this, they did a good job. I legit thought they could have been sisters. This was almost my holy shit moment at first before it got super awesome. I thought making a human head jack-o'-lantern was really cool.
Oh, yeah.
That was really neat. I respected that. That was cool. Okay, so let's fast forward to the building. And I think it's Tara, is trying to find a way out, I guess. This is before she runs into Crazy Lady.
Yes.
I thought to myself, maybe don't walk towards Satan Cat.
Yes.
It's like, I'm like, no, don't. That was a trope. I didn't like it. Don't walk towards.
Your friend is waiting on you. He's about to release hazardous chemicals.
Maybe don't Follow Satan Cat.
Yeah.
Because it sounded fucking messed up.
GTFO.
RN.
Especially, after using that bathroom.
Oh, no way.
Oof.
No way. No way. Nope.
I think I would have felt better going in that bathroom alone and then squatting in the corner.
In regards to not using that bathroom.
Yeah.
I would have held it. I wouldn't have went in.
Or like I said, I just would have just squatted in the corner of that bathroom.
I would have peed in the corner. Like, they're not going to be able to tell.
Yeah.
They're not going to be able to tell. It was nasty as hell.
Fuck this guy.
Yeah. Another trope I don't like, in addition to the stabbing the killer or hitting the killer once and running away, did kind of fix it later, but I don't like when the killer suddenly appears behind someone with no noise. I hate that. Between that and teleporting killers, which is why I hate the strangers, it just annoys me. But later on, when he was kind of stalking the pest control guy up the stairs, and it was whisper quiet, then I was like, okay, I'm not as annoyed with it because you actually showed it in practice.
Yes.
So thank you for doing that, because then I can at least respect that trope a little more in this movie, rather than strangers where people can just move without making noise and teleport like X-Men. Something kind of stupid. If the door has padlocks on it, don't run up to it and shake the door and don't do that. Just run. Yeah. That was at the beginning with Tara. That annoyed me.
Or, there were several other times where it's like, don't just shake the door handle. Kick the fucking door.
Or run and launch yourself at the door.
Yeah.
The two doors are padlocked, and there's obviously there was give there. Just run and launch yourself at the door. Maybe you can break the handle off of the door.
And it also just goes into my problem, not only just with the stab the killer once and run away, but also there is just so much shit around everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's just like, grab whatever you can and just start wailing on the dude.
Exactly, yeah. Like there was like no lack of weapons around them. It was like Jigsaw on crack. There's tons of stuff there you can use.
When it showed the moment where the second sister, when the sister went into the room and there's rats everywhere and there's rats crawling all over that gas can that I thought they would have gone back to. It's like, so what? There's rats. You have much bigger problems right now. I
wrote in my notes that if you don't see rats as like scary, scenes like that aren't effective.
No.
Because I don't think rats are scary. I've had pet rats. I'd have been like, hey guys. I would have went up there, shoot them away, and grab the gas can and went on my way. It's not like, oh no, rats.
Now, one moment I did appreciate was when he had the plastic wrapped around her head.
I have a problem with that.
She tore a hole into the...
She grabbed at it. She grabbed at it once before.
Yes. Yeah.
And then stopped. I wrote in my notes, keep grabbing at the fucking plastic in the hole in your mouth. And then when she did, it ripped like it was like flimsy saran wrap.
Yeah.
Because it probably was. I didn't like that scene because of that. I was glad that she did that, but the fact that it took her that long to do it, and then it ended up being like this really shitty, cheap looking plastic wrap.
Yeah, I'll definitely give you that. Yeah, and that goes with not just this movie, but so many movies where they use that kill. It's like, tear a hole in that.
Yeah, exactly. Now, if it's like some like heavy plastic sheeting,
yeah,
which we've seen before in other movies, okay. At least try. If your life is on the line, you can probably find some strength somewhere to tear a hole in this plastic, or at least tear your fingernails off trying. And then we had the whole like holy shit moment. He was sawing her in half with that really rusty handsaw. I was like, how do you sharpen your saws? Because he went through bone and spine and head.
Yes.
No
jaw.
problem. Yeah, no problem. Which that's just nitpicking.
Yeah.
The visual was awesome.
Yes.
And yeah, it was well done. And I even wrote that I kind of have to suspend disbelief now on some things like this. Because it had a very much more visceral Friday the 13th vibe to it. The killer won't stop. He has you trapped somewhere. They're coming after you. They're going to saw in half with the saw.
Also, I have to say that I always appreciate when it's killers like this that, like when he pulled out the gun and just started shooting her.
That was my next line.
Yeah.
I wrote right after that because I wrote keep stabbing him, keep hitting him. Then I was like, he had a gun with exclamation points, and I put in parentheses respect.
Yes. I
respected that because he was like, I'm done fucking around. Boom. Shoot you in the leg. And that's when I read that I appreciated the final girl fake out. Until later when the final girl was a horrible actress.
Yeah.
So yes, I respected the hell out of him having a gun. Like, that's awesome. You never see that. The killer never has a gun.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like, I'm done fucking around with you. You've pissed me off. You've stabbed me and hit me, and I'm done. Bang. Loved it. I love when he took a selfie with the lady that was cut in half.
Oh, yes.
That was another LOL moment. That was so funny. I honestly, if they get this actor to come back as Art the Clown, I could watch Art the Clown movies. Because the dude is so damn good. Creepy neighbor lady shows up for no fucking reason. Her part wasn't really necessary.
I guess just to provide tits.
Yeah, true. When the older sister was going around to the back of the building to get in, after Art had texted her to go around back, she would have heard the gunshot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, especially in a building like that and the area that he was shooting it at, that would have echoed big time.
Exactly. Because it was all like open space.
Mm-hmm.
Especially where they were in that like garage area. Missed opportunity here. When creepy neighbor lady was trying to get her doll baby back, and the whole like she was comforting Art and he was sucking his thumb. I did not like that scene at all. I thought it was a very poor scene. I get what he was doing now, but at the same time, I just thought it was unnecessary, and it kind of took away from his character.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, I wanted him to beat her to death with the baby.
Mm-hmm.
So bad. When she was crouching down, I just wanted him to start wailing on her with the baby. And for those who haven't seen it, or for some reason listening to this, it is a doll baby, not a real baby. So I just wanted him to take that doll baby and just start beating her, because he needed to preserve her hair and boobs and vagina to wear later. This movie did a good job with memorable scenes.
Mm-hmm. Now, I need to go back and see the first one again. But
yeah, me too.
From what I remember, I think I like the music from the first one better.
Music bugged me. Not everything needs a musical moment. When the mop falls over, it does not need its own music. It was like, mop fell. It was like some stupid noise. Stop. And
yes.
I'm not even exaggerating. The mop falling over had its own scary music. It was in like a mop bucket, and it literally just fell over. And it was like, when it fell over, it was, ugh. Yeah, the score was very overpowering. In future sequels, tone down the music, please.
Yes. And in future sequels, I wouldn't mind seeing it, him go after a bunch of dudes.
Also, though, don't give every inanimate object its own soundtrack.
Yes.
That'd be awesome. The bald dude, the two cooks at the pizzeria. He killed three ladies and almost killed the fourth, and he killed 3 dudes.
Yes.
So it was more even than...
Killed 5 dudes.
Killed the 2 at the pizzeria. He killed the bald-headed dude.
And his coworker.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yep.
And then the coroner.
Okay, yep, I forgot about that. I'll get to that in a minute. Okay, so older sister is looking for Tara. If you find a woman cut in half, stop fucking screaming and call the police.
Yes.
Like, she screamed and then continued to look for her sister. Call the fucking cops. There was so many opportunities. Like, a lot of people didn't need to die in this movie because of her. It's her fault for being a shitty actress that made stupid decisions that were written for her.
Mm-hmm.
I loved, this is another like haha LOL moment. So Art's like, you know what, this is a girl on the loose and I'm chasing her, but I'm just gonna take this little tricycle and ride it around for a bit. So fucking awesome. It was so just Art he might be one of my newest favorite killers, because he's just such an awesome character.
Well, and when he was looking for her and then he heard the sound, what I guess was the bell for the tricycle, and he's like, what's that?
Yeah, his reactions were so good. I can't say enough good things about this guy that played Art the Clown. He just, from facials to mannerisms to for your killer to have so much personality without saying a word or making any noise at all. Man, good job.
Just like the first one, I appreciate the hell out of the fact that every time that he gets injured, he goes to make like he's screaming. But he's not making any noise whatsoever.
There was that one scene where he was laughing really hard, but he wasn't laughing. He was just like, like he was like making the motions. Yeah, stuff like that. It was really well done. If the actor doesn't have previous mime or clown experience or whatever, I'd be surprised. If he doesn't, even more kudos. Okay, so this is another trope I didn't like. This is mainly, I think, on the actress more than the writing. Maybe the director. Maybe he didn't direct it right. When the older sister is running away down the pipe corridor, if you watch it, she's lightly jogging.
Yes.
Not even exaggerating. It's like a little light jog that she's doing.
And she wasn't even injured at that point yet.
Exactly. Annoyed me. And this is when I wrote my notes. I wrote, and I quote, older sister is kind of a bad actress.
Mm-hmm.
And it really shone through when she was crying over finding Tara. Oh my God. Put Visine in her eyes to make the tears go down her face. That's what it looked like. And I'm not even trying to be a dick. It looked like they put Visine in her eyes to make the tears go down her face. She was not a good actress. Then she gets out of the building. As far as I know, she gets out. Then she stops.
And goes right back in.
Goes right back inside. Why? Run!
It's like she was in a parking lot.
Yeah! Run! You have infinite places to hide now. Go!
Now, going back to Tara, another small scene that I did appreciate was that moment where you were talking about when she goes up the stairs and she sees him and he's just standing there and he kind of lunges towards her and she runs back downstairs.
Yeah.
She goes to that fence and just rips the fence right off the wall.
Hey, Hulk strength. She tore that thing right off she just tore it off to the side and ran. There's a train coming. I have a different mic, so please ignore the train noise. We're going to keep going. Yeah, I noticed that as well. I was like, hey, go you, She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Because I totally wasn't set up there. Another part I really, really loved was when the older sister ran back inside for some reason. And Art's trying to get her through the door, or through because the doors, everything's padlocked in this building, and he can't reach her. And she's like screaming like, "You're a maniac! You're crazy!" And her bad acting. He gets out his little horn and honks it at her over and over and over. It almost felt like he was saying like, "This is how you sound." Like she's like, "You're a maniac!" He's like, "Honk, honk, honk, honk." That was really well done. That's why the actress being so bad in the third act bums me out. This movie had so much going for it. Presentation by Art the Clown was just so well done. Do a drinking game every time I say that, because it really was. Okay, so this is going to be a little topical. I thought it was funny that this homicidal, bloody clown is getting more of a warning from the police than an African American in the United States.
Oh, yeah.
This dude is eating somebody's face. He's covered in blood. We're going to shoot you. We're going to shoot you. Put your hands up.
Reaching for his side.
Right. We're going to shoot you. He's getting way more opportunities to not die than any African American currently living in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord. So that's my topical, political, socio-political statement for the podcast. And then, like, when the clown shot himself in the mouth, I was kind of like, I guess this is one and done at the time, which kind of bummed me out. You could do anything with this guy. You could put him anywhere, and it would be a fun movie, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we didn't have much eye candy in this movie at all, but you know what? Hi there, paramedic guy.
Yes.
In a movie where we were starved, I will take whatever little scraps you give me. Hello, paramedic guy. And why was the coroner being such a dick to them? Like, they killed the fucking people and brought them to you? It's your fucking job.
The coroner's room just was kind of getting to me, because I was like, this really just looks like a basement.
Yeah, I got that too. He was like an unnecessary dick to them. I'm like, hey, stop talking to cute paramedic guy like that. And sort of okay actress paramedic lady. He was just like, bring me more bodies, thanks guys.
Yeah.
It's not their
it's
fault.
It's your fucking job.
Yeah, it's not their fault. You're getting paid. Shut up. If you've seen babies microwaved, shut the fuck up. Yeah. Do your job. Oh, that annoyed me.
If it's pissing you off that much, stick them in the freezer and do it on Monday.
Right. And that is all for my notes. Anything else you'd like to say, or you want to go to final thoughts?
Final thoughts is good.
Final thoughts, here we go. For this budget, solid movie. If they had gotten a better actress for the third act to play the older sister, this would have been a much stronger movie. Art the Clown is fucking fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Easily one of my new favorite villains, maniac people. He just so good. The nuances of his character, the guy gets it. Just I can't say enough good things about him. If he wasn't as cool as he was, and the gore wasn't as well done as it was.
Yes.
If those two things,
say his acting and the special effects
were on point.
Yes.
Were more than on point. And I would actually recommend it to a horror fan, just for the good parts.
Mm-hmm.
You have not really seen a killer like Art the Clown, and the gore was on point. So, if you are a horror fan, if you saw All Hallows Eve, definitely check it out.
Just Art the Clown.
Mm-hmm.
Phenomenal job. And phenomenal job on the special effects.
Definitely.
And again, I'm ready for this to become a franchise.
Oh,
and,
yes.
Just change it up a little bit. Like I said, give us, the other end of the spectrum with the gender, maybe lay off, stab him once, and run away.
Yes, definitely.
Because it's not like that was only used once or twice during the movie. It was used numerous times.
Yes, at least 5 or 6. At least. All right. Come back from the spoilers now. We are done spoiling the movie, so you can hear the outro. Well, that wraps up this episode. Thank you for listening. Tell us what you thought of the movie in the comments below if you saw Terrifier. Did you like Arthur Clown as much as we did? And what was your favorite kill? Because there was quite a few to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
If you like the video, please tick the like button, share it with your friends or cool people who might dig the podcast. And please subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on the newest content. Speaking of, our next podcast will be on the movie Veronica. And what did you say about it?
I remember reading on one of those blurbs on Facebook that it was supposedly 1 out of every 10 viewers can make it all the way through the movie.
We are going to put that to the test.
Yes.
If we don't make it through the movie, I'll be really surprised.
Yes.
I've made it through Serbian film and
yes.
every human centipede. All right, so that'll be the next podcast, Veronica, where we put that little tagline to the test, 1 in 10. Nah, I doubt it.
Yeah.
All right, so until then, once again, my name is Philip.
And I'm TJ.
And we'll be back next time to talk about Veronica. Until then, goodbye.
Bye.